Yeah, so to be completely honest, the main influence was actually a specific rhythm that I played on guitar, which goes throughout the track. It's the rhythm guitar, and I took that from Radiohead's Let Down, which is on OK Computer, and it's such a lovely rhythm. I thought I'd play around with it, played around with it, came up with the chords, and then built everything around that, which also sort of ended up taking me in a direction I didn't think I was going to go in. As the song builds, we've got the sort of lead guitar, which is very much a Tom Misch influence, with his sort of wah-wah guitar, which he plays around with it in his album What Kind of Music. Yeah, I would definitely say that's sort of the main influences for the track, and then the synths around it. You know, I don't really know what I was doing with that, but it kind of worked, so there we are. Again, just started with the rhythm guitar and built around that. Yeah, the rhythm guitar I sorted out and then built some stuff around that, so some of the synths and the kick drum. And then about the halfway point in the song is where I actually originally sort of left it. And then I came back to it about 6 months, a year later, when I was back in university, and that's when the rest of the song kind of came to be. So yeah, I like to build around stuff, and I like to be able to build up, if that makes any sense. So it does sort of come to a middle point, and then it kind of goes on to sort of swell up a bit, and then yeah, I think that's sort of more or less the process. I quite like instrumental music, and I just think it sounds pretty cool in that sense. I wouldn't particularly say that I was thinking about, you know, putting vocals on long term on it, but I reckon somebody probably could write something for it. But and I'm open to that, to be honest. I think that'd be quite cool. Meg, oh no, I reckon Meg could do something pretty sick on it. Yeah, no, but yeah, Meg's quite good at songwriting, so annoyingly. So. Yeah, I would say that there are elements of sort of funk and jazz funk in there, but the sort of more electronic, I don't know where I'd say the electronic parts came from. I think that I was encouraged by my lecturer to explore that sort of element of things, and I did think I found that sort of did work. Some people might call it sort of dream pop, but I don't think it's really dream pop, to be honest.
It sounds like more experimental.
Yeah, it was experimental, to be honest, so yeah, call it what you want. Probably one of my music teachers is really into sort of jazz funk, and he got me onto Tom Misch and Snarky Puppy, and so I really got into that side of jazz and jazz funk. But then one of my old college tutors introduced me into a band called Wolfpack, who do sort of modern sort of funk thing, and I definitely don't think it's kind of more on the Wolfpack side, but I would say that there are definitely elements within the song which I would say came from listening to Wolfpack. I think we make music from people who, you know, we can take influence from people we admire and who we look up to. I think to create is to express yourself in many ways, and music is one of the ways I do that. I don't know how better to answer that question, to be completely honest. It's also to be genuine, you know, and I think that that's quite an important thing. There's a lot of people I think I wish I could work with, to be fair.
If you could produce a song with any artist, living or dead, or in a university, who would it be and why?
I admire different parts of their work, but I think in that I'm also admiring the producers who have worked on those albums. So there's actually probably producers that I'd like to work with. I love what Phineas has done with Billie Eilish's stuff. I think he's like I'm not trying to say that she's nothing without him, because I don't believe that, but I do think that having that sort of special bond with your sister is a fantastic way of knowing how to get the best out of her. I'd love to have a conversation with him about that. Quincy would have been fun to work with, I reckon, because I love the stuff he did for MJ. Michael Jackson, I don't think was quite as good without Quincy, to be honest, in my humble opinion. But yeah, Quincy would be fun too. Jamiroquai would be a laugh. Yeah, same with Jacob Collier would be a bit of a laugh as well, I reckon. But I don't know if I could handle it, to be honest. I think it'd be a bit all over the place.
That is it for this interview. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's all right.
And,
Proud to serve.